Hey, hey! I've run out of character introductions, so I'm just going to use that one again. Why not? The Simpsons are recycling their stories a lot lately. Oh, I went there. But hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Simpsons Hit and Run for the PlayStation 2. So we've discovered who's behind all this. It turns out it is our evil alien. Well, the series seems to be shifting from the fact that Kodos is sometimes a guy, sometimes he's my sister, Kodos. And more recently, they're both a lesbian couple, so I don't know what their relation is, but it's the two evil aliens, Kang and Kodos, who are behind all of this mysterious buzz cola that's been turning certain townspeople crazy. They're behind the crop circles. They kidnapped Bart. So it is now our mission to stop them, because they're going to make the townspeople drink this cola, go crazy, and sell them laser guns. So we need to stop that. We must make sure that these laser guns do not get into the hands of these crazy people, and they'll start destroying each other and Springfield. Alright, well, despite the fact that our Pooh's just seen everything, he's not going to be of any use to us. Only one spiky haired boy can be. For October 30th, Krusty had Squidboard today for Collaboration. It's the worst wordplay I've ever seen. Krusty vows to fight paternity suits. I don't know what that is an image of. I have no idea what that means. But we're in control of Bart again, who's lost his suits from before. But yeah, the last two levels of the game actually have you in control of characters you've already played as. We play as Bart here, and spoiler warning, we play as Homer in the next level. So, well, we've already said that. I've already stated the characters don't really control any differently from each other. So Bart controls just about how he did before. Well, exactly how he did before. Hey! Can you not see that there is a 10-year-old boy crossing the road? I swear that guy was speeding up as well. What a jerk. So level 6 takes place in the same area as level 3. Here, look, it's the armoured cars we destroyed, only now they represent Mr. Burns' casino. It's kind of odd, but I guess that one armoured truck we destroyed last time didn't work for Mr. Burns. Well, somebody's taken our itchy and scratchy thing, and it's actually still there in level 3. I guess we're supposed to think that we've already taken it, which is odd because that would imply that at some point Lisa travelled into the future to grab these other collector cards that are in the next 4 levels. So I don't get how that happens. What are some of these other things we have around here? It's scratchy. I don't know what that is. Something Bob? Is it a number? I can't tell what that is. And I can't read that from here. Of course we have Biclops. Alright, I'm not buying any of these, but let's see what we have here. We have Bart Hugo, which is odd because I'm pretty sure they were separate characters. From Treehouse of Horror 7. The Thing and I was the name of the part. We have Bart Cadet from the War of Lisa Simpson, something like that. The finale to season 8. And of course we have the Bartman from 3 Men and a Comic Book. Probably Bart's most famous costume, and he does actually, he can jump, when you're in Bartman's outfit, if you stand, one of his idle animations is he jumps up really high into the air and then slowly glides back down to the ground. Probably the best idle animation in the game. Alright, let's get my car. We already know what Bart's car is, thanks to the previous level. Where are the phone booths? Someone get these vans on my way. Well, actually, just before we get a phone booth, not phone booth, just before we actually get our car, there's a collector card over there that can only be reached by 2 means. Those 2 means being the itchy and scratchy vans, which are one of the regular road vehicles, or by the use of our fire truck. Do you know how to get it? Oh well. Right. Oh look, you can teleport. I don't think there's really much in the way of around Wally Weasels, but hey, this game has a lot of wasp cameras. Many of them are going to be in the same places as they are in the earlier levels. Come on, Bart. Get up there. A lot of the time when you find these things, you do find a wasp camera like this. Not always, but a good chunk of them. Oh, two! Well, these guys are playing tag teams. Don't go over the edge, please. Bart, what is gimping your jump? Why are you stopping in the air? There's nothing there. Do you not know that in a few select areas, air is solid? What? You didn't? Well, that's just madness. Everybody knows that air is solid. As solid as a rock in certain parts that will prevent you from jumping. Yeah, it's a fast car, but it doesn't have, it's not very strong. You just jumped into the car. Why are you telling me to be careful? Oh, you, stay there. Stay there. I need you. And this should just... I'm going to push my car out of the way. Which doesn't charge me because I'm driving into my car. Yeah, none of the other vehicles here are tall enough for you to jump up there. You can use your fire truck as well. But those are your only two means of actually getting up there. I sense a bonus mission. There you are. Bart, you missed. You missed the vending machine, Bart. Bart. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes when you turn the camera around, that fire doesn't stop until you turn the camera back. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does every now and then. Bart, I want you to jump for the coins, Bart. Because the zombie car is very expensive in the next level. I need all the coins I can. Ooh. Hey there. Very well. We're here. So we may as well do our little extra mission right here. And thankfully, because we're working for Snake, it's all destruction. And I like that sort of thing.
Hey, Snake.
Hey, kid dude. What's up?
I'm looking for a wheelman.
Tempting. Tell you what, dude. I just walked out of Springfield prison, but if you clear up a few loose ends for me, I will help you.
Cool. A chance to use my petty thug training.
Groovy. First up, Wiggum is keeping the evidence from my trial in his car. Snatch it, and they have got nothing on me. Ha ha.
Milking the pigs. Help Snake tie up some loose ends. Destroy Chief Wiggum's car and collect the evidence. Now, despite what that's telling you, this is actually a two-phase mission. Because we're not just destroying Chief Wiggum's car. There is a second part to this, but even the mission doesn't tell you. But they are the same thing. Near enough. Both halves are the same. Oh! I'm not sure if I hit Chief Wiggum with a sign. I think I hit both. Meanwhile, that woman has gone flying into the air. Chief Wiggum decides not to call in for backup, despite the fact that he's on a few occasions has asked somebody to call in 911. This is America. It's 911.
Whoa, wicked.
Like, hey, those people are fighting. Someone call 911. You are 911, you idiot. Joe Swanson, you are not. He's definitely the more effective police officer. And he's the one in the wheelchair. I have a feeling that the police are a different group of police that are going to be after me in a minute. But rather bizarrely, destroying these cars doesn't charge you at all. Even a police car. And there's our evidence. Fortunately, because they're not sure when you're going to have stopped Chief Wiggum, there's no time limit for going back. Although, considering that you have a time limit to destroy Chief Wiggum anyway, you'd think that there would be like some sort of time limit. Because you can only go so far. Although you can never be sure exactly how competent the AI is going to be. And sometimes they can be driving pretty effectively. Other times they'll just crash into every single wall they possibly can. Or they might just give up. In the case of the Curator in the last level, we decided right at the very last moment, I'm just going to end this and drive into a wall. You'll never take me alive! Whoops. 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 Right, I think my hit and run meter will stay like that for even if I talk to snakes. I'm just going to stay still for a moment. Yes? Are you Bart Simpson? Yes! Why are you talking like that? I had a stroke! Like Snake did in that artwork up there. Oh, this must be your sister. Are you secretly Sherry and Terry? No. No. Yes! I love that guy. I don't know why. He's only appeared in like 3 episodes, but I love that guy. Alright, now let's try.
Okay, that's one smacked up pork bag.
Oh, yes, I am a free man again. Now, let's get a little venture capital, shall we? I hear Fat Tony is totally paying big bucks for every milk truck that gets smashed up. Lord knows why, but he's the kingpin, apparently.
Yep. Fat Tony, who himself never appears in the game, though Legs does appear a couple of times. Well, he's the one who runs the time trial races. But yeah, Fat Tony, for unknown reasons, is paying people to smash up milk trucks. So we need to drive to Barney's Bolorama and begin the second half of the mission. And I think it did reset my hit and run, unless it was just went up during the cutscene. There was clearly a collectible item there. You're on a milk truck.
Oh, that was so cool.
This is one of the rare instances where we're destroying a vehicle that never becomes playable. We never get to control this in this level. It doesn't appear unlockable in the next level either. It's the only time we ever see a milk truck. 'Cause it's not even one of the regular
Automatic transmission.
road vehicles that we see around this level. It's just here. It's exclusive to here. I mean, I doubt the thing will control that much differently from the book burning mobile, but it's kind of odd how it's only found here. I think this is the only car in the game where the engine is also at the back. I need a spanner. Where's the spanner? That one's no use to me. This one is.
Mine. Oh, mine.
Hey! Get back over here so I can destroy you.
I just know.
There's a collector car. That's the one I thought was. That's why I was confused when I went for that one in level 3. I was thinking of that one, but it turns out that there's something on that bridge in both levels. Only that one is in a slightly different place. I'm on fire again. Ah! Like I said, this car is not very strong. But we don't have any other more vehicles unlocked for this level yet. We will in a minute, but not right now. Oh yeah, there's nothing stopping me from using the levels, from using the vehicles I have earlier on in the game, but well, some of them anyway. Others will be too slow. This thing should take one more hit. There we go.
Totally awesome. Eat asphalt, asphalt eater.
My car is so close to exploding right now. Before I do that though, I'm just going to go through here. There's no time limit, so I can spend as long as I want to go after everything. I could potentially go and grab everything without even ending the mission.
Must collect more.
Do we really want to collect more of those things?
Bart time.
I thought you hated that thing, Bart. Oh man, those SOBs. Ooh, the spanner. Ah, that's much better. Come on, reverse into it. This guy's gonna sting me the moment I get out of the car. Oh! He's decided he's gonna remain in an awkward place. Or he can just follow me down there and sting me through that. Get down here. Get down here! How many coins is this guy gonna take away from me? Oh, I should have gotten rid of the shield. Oh god, he's stuck. He's not stuck! How is the shadow doing that? There we go. Yeah, this is where the wasp cameras get really annoying. They're really fast and they like to go into the places where you can't reach them. And they charge up their stings really quickly and fire quite a lot of them, so it's very easy to get hit by them because their accuracy also improves. Look, I drove right into the spanner, 1-4, and already my bonnet is in the air. We'll get to you later, Ralph. This is actually the final level where Milhouse, Nelson and Ralph are running races. Because in level 7, they're not the ones running the races. This is the last time we've seen Milhouse, Nelson and Ralph, and the last time we see Patty and Selma. I think. It's kind of hard to tell the difference with them.
Gotta work off my gut.
Now, I could go into the observatory, but because I'm in a mission, the telescope gag isn't going to activate, so I'll do it later. There's one downside to the missions. You can't view the movie gags. I mean, it's one of like 2 in the entire game. The other one being in the Quickie Mart, that Larry the Looter game. They're the only 2. I wish we could just view them during a mission, but no. Only works outside the missions. See, why can't they all be like that one? He didn't bother doing anything. He didn't bother trying to charge up his sting. He didn't bother moving anywhere. He was pretty much just saying, okay, get on with it. Just destroy me. Yeah, I don't think any of the gags in this level are different compared to level 3. We'll deal with Louie later. Camp Freedom? No, it's Camp Bart. And we can do some stuff on the dam. I think we could go through here in level 3. So now we can do it again. I mean, now the water is looks like blood for some reason. I don't know why it suddenly changed colour. I should hope that wasp doesn't fly around, because that would be really annoying. Woo! Just made that. And these... Boy, these doors look terrible. They look better there, because at the very least they're stood up. Those other doors look terrible. There we go. Usually that one flies around a lot. He decided not to that time. He's a nice guy after all. Right, just before we go back to Snake, we got one more collector card. It's certainly the longest bonus mission in the game because I'm making it like that. Wouldn't normally take this long, but I'm just going after objects. Woohoo! Should be able to collect it without jumping, or maybe we have to.
Why do these stupid things make me feel so good?
And Bart's Flying Hamster Project. How was I standing on that? Why are these swinging rock... Well, the parts of the bridge from the looks of it are only a different colour. But why are they there? Oh, look, we got a spare tyre. That's a first, that's never happened. I swear my car doesn't normally go that fast. For some reason it was really picking up speed for a minute. I've never seen that. I swear it isn't normally that fast. Okay, now let's finally end this mission.
Okay, dude, here's the deal. You need me, you just call my service, and I will be there. Later, dude.
Give it up for America's bad boy.
If you say so, Bart, if you are America's bad boy. Congratulations, you've unlocked Snake's Little Bandit. Go to a phone booth to use it. Alright, well, we've controlled this thing in the previous level. Now we actually own it. We technically own Snake. Now, even though it's usually referred to as Little Bandit, it doesn't come under L, it comes under B. It's simply known as Bandit here. One of the fastest cars in the game.
This is Bart Simpson requesting one pimp ride ASAP.
Just let me finish scalding the stool pigeon.
I find it weird how it's like they're still talking to you at the other end of the phone even though they've already appeared.
I don't remember this being here before.
Dude, you better not have scratched my car.
Squeaky voice team is still here. Final chapter. Final chapter 4, A New Beginning. What kind of a name is that?
I need something with no vegetable content, please.
Huh. Why are we asking him? Why are we trying to ask for an order from him? He's not even at the Krusty Burger.
I didn't do it.
I mean, he was for the bonus mission in level 3, which is weird because we can still talk to him outside of the Aztec Theatre. Anyway.
Hey Nelson, how's work been?
I'm not allowed to beat anyone while I'm on the job. That takes some getting used to.
Well, Bart doesn't seem to be as terrified around Nelson as he was in level 2. Oh boy, this race. This race. Probably the hardest one in the game. We're against Homer. He's in a very different car than what he was before. And despite being about 20 years older, in fact 30 years older, that car is much faster than the family sedan. I'm struggling to catch up with him, and I'm in one of the fastest cars in the game. The problem is, he's also in one of the fastest cars in the game. This is a very difficult race, and this is what's often going to trip you up. I may as well restart right now, because I'm not going to win. That part is really annoying, because if you don't know that's there, or if you just mess up your turn, you're going to hit that. You're either going to hit the pole, or you're going to get stuck in between. Now, even if I hit the select button there, I would not have been able to finish in time.
3, 2, 1, blow!
The countdown was out of sync with what Nelson was saying there, but anyway. 3, 2, 1, blow. Blow our engines? I don't know, that's not what we're doing. This is a really fast car for the 1970s. Because I believe this thing is referred to as, I believe what Homer's driving is referred to as the 70s sports car? The 70s sports car.
What's my name? Booyah!
You need to try and cut as many corners as you can here. Fortunately, it's still not very easy to get past this thing. Especially when he decides he's also... Especially when Homer decides he also wants to start cutting corners. And you have to... You pretty much have to slow down there. It's a very short race, but when you're trying to actually win, it's also a very long race. Especially when something like that happens, where all the time you spent trying to catch up to Homer, it suddenly just disappears all like that. Or like that. So all that time I've just made trying to catch up to him, I've lost a good chunk of it. Got to do all the work again now, and I'm on the last lap. No! No tires. Yep, I don't think I'm quite going to pass him in time. No, there I go. Ah, so close.
Even Millhouse could do better than that.
Ooh, that hurts.
I can hear you!
Yeah, I know.
Millhouse? I haven't heard that one before. Well, anyway. Let's try this again. See how long this one takes. No! Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, I thought I was going to crash.
Lance Murdoch, Bart. Without the full
Ugh.
button, of course.
Give it time.
That was only our first race.
Why?
Took us that long to do our first race. I think that speaks for itself. But that's probably the hardest race in the game. I can't think of any in level 7 which are quite that bad. I mean, they're pretty tricky, but I don't think any of them are quite as bad as that. Just before we finish off, I think I'll do Millhouse's race because it's just down. It's just a bit further down the road from here. Right after I take care of this guy. I guess since there's no collector card, they decided to put a wasp there instead. Which rather weirdly don't show up on the radar. Even when they've appeared, they didn't show up on the radar. I really hate having to move along these things. Bad enough for a collector card. When your target's moving, but it looks like he is programmed to stay above that. You just gotta hope you do it yourself when the camera doesn't want to.
Children weren't meant to get this
Come on.
exercise.
Bart, get up there, please. Ugh. This guy's just gonna sting me in a minute. I saw him charging that up. Forget those coins, I want these coins. I'll take a few with me. So Millhouse's race is just a bit further down here, but instead of having our glass thing with Mr. Burns as a mermaid, we instead have these two random rings with a collector card that I just missed. So you gotta try and make sure you're not going too fast, but also at the same time not too slowly either.
Hasta la vista, suckers.
Yeah, Snake being a criminal, he obviously enjoys all the road rage and everything. Though he does still complain, obviously, if you run into something. Dude, you better not scratch my car. When he said just a moment ago, oh, like, no. Make it this time. Nope, too high. I don't know why they changed it to a pair of giant rings, though. Like an ice one and a fire one. Kind of odd, but then again, I prefer them over the Mr. Burns thing, which is okay. Bit creepy, but it's okay. I mean, that's what's in the actual episode, so I even made sure to slow down.
Simpsons style.
There we go.
Sweet.
We got our Bart license plate. Before we do the race, let's try and fix that car up a bit. Or maybe not. Get out the car, get out the car. Don't get out the car, don't get out the car, don't get out the car. Snake, I blame you. It's because you're here. Oh, what way to go, what way to go. Not this way. That's gonna be our first busted. Or not. See how this goes. Hope that another one doesn't appear further up. Ah, I can't believe I avoided that. Well, you know, actually, there's a secret car up there, but I'll get it next time. Just want to do my race. Okay, Millhouse. Final one. Well, it's not a final time trial race. Seeing as there is still one in level 7. It's kind of annoying because the characters still refer to the wager races as time trial races, which can be a bit confusing since these are also called time trial races. Bart, you moved away from the light.
Millhouse, still working for the man, I see.
I've decided to buckle under and accept it. The money I earn goes towards my dad's child support payments.
I don't know why Bart's asking these things, as he found out in level 2.
3, 2...
I mean, if you never did the mission in level 2 and then maybe they programmed it so that what Bart would say would be different, then it would make sense, but Bart found out in level 2. The Millhouse is working for these races. So, why is he questioning what Millhouse is doing? Is it just a race that anybody can join? And I really don't know why that bit has to be open there. Don't go through that. It's 2 laps, but they're quite lengthy. Even lengthier than the one from Lisa's level. In fact, I'm probably doing this lap too slowly. You can knock into anything, just don't hit the lamppost, because they will slow you down and that can cause you to lose control of it. As I found out in the previous race.
Whoa, wicked.
So, not opposed to any lampposts, not just these ones, any of the ones in the other levels. Ooh! And don't fall off there either. I think there have been a few times where I've gone up that ramp so fast I have ended up hitting the sign that shows the entrance to the Squidport.
I'm going to mess you up.
I already have messed up, so I'm not winning this race. Go, Bin. Go. Roll and bounce to freedom. Or maybe I can win this race. Come on. Hey, that's a bit further away from the finish line.
Just barely a pass, even under our low standards, Bart.
Good enough for me.
Indeed. Well, I think that includes it for this part. There's our nice cartoon moon there. See if I can try it. Ah.
My way, man.
What's that lamppost floating on? Oh! My car! I'm so sorry, Snake. Before Snake kills me, let's end this part. See you guys next time.